Hello, my name is Chris.
And my name is Jason.
And this is The Talking Dead, a podcast dedicated to the AMC TV series The Walking Dead. Hey everybody, welcome back to The Talking Dead. It's been a couple of weeks since we did an episode. I don't know why I always refer to when the last one was, but that's
It's been a couple of weeks. It's been like a week and 2 days.
Okay, you're right. It's a week and 2 days. See, I shouldn't refer to it because I don't know what I'm talking about anyways.
It has been X amount of time since the last time we did this.
That's right. But hey, here we are again. We're back. We're happy to be here. We've got some more Walking Dead TV show news and a few other items to mention as well that aren't directly related to the TV show.
Great. Indirectly.
Exciting stuff. Let us start. I don't think we have anything to update from past shows, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't recall anything. Let's just jump right in.
Okay, first of all, there are two websites on the internet that I want to mention that are related to this.
I'm glad you qualified that because I thought you were just going to say there are two websites on the internet.
Yeah, no,
Full stop.
Pretty sure there's more than that.
Yeah.
There is a Walking Dead Facebook page, which I didn't know about until the other day when it happened to come up in my Walking Dead Google alert.
Nice.
So unfortunately, they don't have a nice Facebook vanity URL, so I'm not going to give that out. But if you search for Walking Dead Facebook, you'll come up with it. You can like that, as you are prone to do on Facebook. And it looks like most fans are posting to the wall just what they think about the comic in general, specific episodes, stuff like that. And currently, 11,319 people have liked the Facebook Walking Dead on Facebook.
Nice.
So there you go. Check that out. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that for any future information or Walking Dead happenings.
I'm tempted to actually launch Facebook, which I haven't done in a couple of months.
Yeah, I'm a little off the Facebook too. But if we're going to do this seriously, we've got to pay attention to these sorts of things.
Should get a MySpace page.
A MySpace page. Yeah, there's probably a Walking Dead MySpace page. I don't know. To be honest, there's probably lots of pages out there with websites that I don't like to frequent. So
yes.
I'll check into it. There's also, and I can't believe I didn't know this, a Walking Dead fan club online.
Oh, good.
This one is at twdfanclub.net. It is definitely focused on The Walking Dead, but they also seem to expand out into just general zombie information a little bit, which is fine. But there's definitely a strong focus on The Walking Dead. Some of the features, I've already signed up. You can sign up and register and join the fan club. You should do that.
I should.
Some of the features include a character checklist or a character list, which is handy. Basically, it has...
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it helps, to be quite honest.
I have my notes, which I left at home. I have like 4 sheets of paper that have all my notes on the different characters and who they are and which ones are dead.
Yeah, well,
mostly all of them.
This list of characters does just that. You've got a picture of each character, their name, a brief bio, a list of relations, so who they're related to,
Nice.
and then simply whether they're dead, alive, or zombie.
Okay, that's you really got to stay current on your issues in order to be able to read that page.
It's true.
Because I'm a little behind. I'm maybe about 6 issues behind, and I'm sure that there are other people that are dead that I don't know about. So I can't go to that page now.
Well, you do need to be careful with that. Absolutely, it's probably assuming it's updated, and it looks like it is.
The Wikipedia page for The Walking Dead had dead or alive status for the different characters, and that was a big spoiler for me because I was in the middle of the first book when I went there to get a list of the characters. I'm like, oh, they're dead.
All right, everybody. If you are not caught up on the comic books right now, I'm about to ask Jason whose death he was spoiled on. So if you haven't read them or you don't know, skip ahead like 30 seconds. So whose death were you spoiled?
It was Lori.
Yeah, that was the one I was hoping you. Well, that's what the one I was waiting for you to get to because she died in such a brutal fashion.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. I was reading through all the books going, okay, when does Lori die? When does Lori die? When does Lori die? Every page was like thinking that, okay, Lori's going to die. It's too bad. So now I can't go to this page until I get caught up to, I think they're at issue 71.
71 or 2.
Yeah.
1 is out, I think. 2 isn't, maybe. But yeah, there's also a Walking Dead checklist, which is a checklist of all the releases, all the books, the hardcovers, the single issues, the trade paperbacks, the special editions, t-shirts. So for the Walking Dead collector, you can check things off as you acquire them.
Right. Okay.
Interesting. There's forums, there's links, there's interviews, there are zombie release dates, and that's what I mean by they're expanding out beyond The Walking Dead. They have a calendar of relevant zombie releases. So Walking Dead issues are on there. For example, May 19th is when Walking Dead number 72 comes out.
Well, that'd be good.
There you go.
When does book 5 come out?
It is out. Speaking of book 5.
Is it out?
Amazon shipped it to me yesterday.
So you haven't received it?
Well, here's the problem. I pre-ordered it so long ago, I had it shipped to my old job.
Oh,
so
Dave's gotta get
the
it
package arrived at my old office this morning, and somebody there sent me a text message and said, hey, there's an Amazon package for you. What should we do? And so they're going to keep it safe until I can figure out a way to get it. So that is now out. Or at least shipping from Amazon.
That's great.
Yeah, exactly. So you might, if you haven't ordered it, did you order it?
No, I'm going to wait a little bit.
Well, you can walk into the comic store on the corner and pick it up if you like.
Yeah, because I've read all the issues, right? Like I picked up the trade paperbacks for issues 10 and 11,
Yeah.
9 and 10, that covered that.
11 too, because issue 12 of the paperback comes out on June 2nd, according to this.
Okay, that's the one I need. That will get me caught up to the individual issues that I now own.
Right.
So I got to wait for that to come out because I'm having a hard time finding the back issues between the trade paperback number 11 and issue number 69, which is what I have. So I have 69, 70, and 71.
See, this is going to be my problem too. I have paperback trade 11, and I've read that, but I don't have any of the singles after that. By the time I get 12, I'm still going to be 4 or 5 behind or whatever,
I
right?
might lend you mine.
Well, I'm hoping you will. I'll be very careful with them.
Well, I don't care.
You don't want to keep them sealed in plastic in mint condition?
Not particularly.
Better to read them.
I like things that have been used. I prefer, this is a whole philosophy.
There's a joke there.
It's not a joke. It's a whole philosophy of archiving stuff. When you find a book that, say, your great-grandfather owned, and you stumble across it in an attic someplace, and you open it up, what do you want? A pristine book that you don't know if they've ever touched, or do you want to open up a book and see their writing and thoughts in the friggin' margin, and pictures that they've drawn on it? You want to have something that has been handled by human beings that has a history to it.
I would agree. I don't think everyone would necessarily agree with you, but I would. I think that history is important to things.
So I have no qualms about writing in books, doing whatever you need to do. I crack the spine of novels when I read them. It's the first thing I do.
I don't like doing that. It feels like I'm destroying it.
You're not destroying it. You're using it. Novels are meant to be read. They're not meant to be collected.
Not abused.
It's not abusing it.
That feels like it.
It makes it more comfortable to read. Anyway, so I know I'm not going to dunk them in the toilet and then read them kind of thing. I want to be reasonable here.
If you do that, please don't lend them to me.
I dipped it in the toilet twice. Here you go, Chris.
No, thanks.
So yes, you can borrow my comic books.
All right, I'm going to do that, and then I'll start buying them
You
myself.
are not allowed to dunk them in the toilet either.
Okay, I promise I won't. Don't worry. So yeah, there's a Walking Dead fan club, twdfanclub.net. There's forums, there's other stuff. There's a list of upcoming events. There's all kinds of good stuff. So newest members. I don't have a picture there, even though I joined earlier today.
You should put a picture up.
Yeah.
Don't we have a green Yoda picture of you somewhere?
Yes, from Halloween a number of years
you
ago.
should put that up.
Yeah, I should use that, but I don't want to be ridiculed more than I already am. There's a Walking Dead wiki, which I haven't looked at yet, but could be interesting.
Wiki Dead?
That's what it should be called if it's not. So there you go. So that covers Walking Dead Facebook page and the Walking Dead fan club. Now on to some more casting information. Very exciting. We have 2 new cast members. The first is a woman by the name of Lori Holden, cast in the role of Andrea.
Lori Holden.
She has been around for a while. She has done a ton of stuff, including lots of episodes of The X-Files, which I don't really remember her from, but she did 10 episodes of it.
I stopped watching X-Files after like season 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know what season she was in, so you may not have seen her at all, but she played Marita Covarrubias. Oh my god. Covarrubias.
All right.
Covarrubias. How about that?
Perfect.
But she was in a Silent Hill movie. Frank Darabont projects she's participated in include The Mist and The Majestic. I don't think anything else. She was on a show called The Magnificent Seven. I don't know what that is. I know the movie The Magnificent Seven. I don't know what the TV show is.
Yep.
But she's been acting for quite some time. Born in 1972, Los Angeles. Grew up in Toronto, apparently, which is
1972. What day?
17th of December.
Oh, I was born in 1972.
You are not birthday,
On
but
the other end of the year, though.
Yeah, exactly. Canadian connection here is that she was born in California, but spent split her youth between LA and Toronto. As a teenager, she won the Look of the Year modeling pageant in Toronto.
Ooh.
Very exciting. And did her freshman year of college at McGill University in Montreal, and then before transferring to UCLA. So she's a part Canadian girl, dual citizen, Canada and the US.
Great.
There you go, Lori Holden. I think she's got the right look for the sniper-bearing Andrea.
I think she's going to be great.
I think so too. Do you know her from anything? Have you seen her?
I have not. Don't recall her from a single thing. I don't even recall her from The Mist, which I watched like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, well there you go.
If I saw The Mist again, I'd probably notice her.
Well, absolutely. In The Mist, I can tell you, she played Amanda Dunphy. That doesn't help at all, does it?
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember the character, but don't remember her in it at all.
Okay. Also cast in the role of Glenn. Stephen Yeun. Y-E-U-N. Yeun. Stephen Yeun. Now, Stephen, although I seem to recognize the name, has not acted for a very long time. He has not been in much. He did a voice in the 2007 video game Crisis.
Oh.
And then he did one episode of The Big Bang Theory, a couple other things in between, and now he's been cast as Glenn, and he's listed in one episode of The Walking Dead, the pilot, which means we meet Glenn in the pilot.
Oh.
If Walking Dead is, if
Well, that
IMDb
makes
is
sense.
to be believed.
He's the first person that what's his name meets.
So, do you think that Rick makes it to the camp in Atlanta in the first one episode?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Well, what else would he do? He'd wake up from being in a coma and he'd meet Daryl and what's his name? Those two guys living in the house next door to his house.
Yep.
And then he finds a horse.
That brings me to Bracktooth Fan Club. The character list is in the order of people as they appear in the book.
Oh, great.
Which is good. So
I assumed that the first episode would take it from waking up in a coma all the way to Atlanta, because that's kind of a high point, right? It's kind of like that's the big scary point where he gets into Atlanta and gets surrounded and he almost dies and his horse, gets eaten.
Right.
And then he gets saved by Glenn, and then it ends at meeting up with the rest of the people at the camper. That seems like the perfect ending for a first episode.
it certainly does, but it sort of depends on what pace they're going to take with this show. It could be a very slow-paced show and take a long time to draw out plot lines and stuff like that. And if they were going to do that, I could see them extending the pilot a little bit more and just going with pure confusion, getting his bearings, and getting out of that hospital and back to his house, finding out everything's gone, and getting to the police station to, get some weapons and so on, and not making it to that sort of key point.
Yeah, nothing really happens up until then.
You're absolutely right. And that said, I don't think as a new show they need to move it along a little bit quicker.
Yeah, they gotta grab you, and then they can start doing nothing.
So we're going to see Glenn. Yeah, then they can do nothing. Hopefully not nothing. So we're going to see Glenn in the pilot, played by Stephen Yeun. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know who he is. One note, his popularity is up 892% on IMDb this week. So there's a reason for that. I think he must be pretty happy about that. And the first message board comment is subjected, I'm in love. So somebody like Stephen Yeun.
Oh, good.
Okay, the final. That's it for new casting information. It seems like we're getting new cast every week now, but it's also rounding out a little bit. So I don't know who else we'll hear about.
John Goodman. He's got to be something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got another show.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's in another show about Katrina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's exciting. But I don't know if he's in The Walking Dead.
No, he's not in The Walking Dead, but it would be awesome if he was, though.
Okay,
So to play the governor. Oh, God, Lord, that'd be great.
I don't know. He's too fat.
No, come on, the governor doesn't have to be skinny or wiry.
I got nothing against fat people, but he doesn't strike me as governor type.
I think he does.
He's awesome.
I think he could do the governor. I think he could.
Okay. Finally, the last item of news this week comes from a site called AtlantaDowntown.com. Atlanta, Georgia is, of course, where they're filming the show. And this sort of reads like a press release from TWD Productions, The Walking Dead Productions. Get it?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't there an airline named TWD or
TWA?
TWA, right?
Yeah.
Not T&A either.
No, that's also different. And it kind of reveals some details about where in the city they're going to be shooting and when, and kind of what they're going to be shooting. If I can read a little bit here, it says, the action that takes place in the scenes we would like to film in your neighborhood, and they're speaking to the people of these neighborhoods because they're explaining that roads are going to be closed and such, is of our main character arriving on horseback in a post-apocalyptic Atlanta. He finds that the city has been overrun with the living dead, and there is evidence of looting and anarchy in the city. The streets are strewn with abandoned vehicles and military equipment. An abandoned tank sits in an intersection. The atmosphere is tense and otherworldly. The city is apparently void of human life until our hero is suddenly surrounded by the living dead, and he engages in a fight for his life. And then Glenn shows up. That's right.
His horse dies. That's gonna be sad.
The final scenes of the pilot episode and scenes for the second episode would be filmed during daylight hours over the course of 2 weekends. If you'd like to find out when those weekends are, go to AtlantaDowntown.com, and I'll post an actual link on Talking Dead Podcast when I post this episode. So there you go. They go on to list the actual streets and stuff that'll be closed and when, why, and so on. So if you wanted to go and check out the actual filming of the show, you could, assuming this information is correct.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to take a road trip to Atlanta.
It would be fantastic, and if this thing takes off, we got to do that someday.
When is that? They didn't say.
Yeah, it's the 2 weekends are June 11th to 13, and the second one is June 25th and to 27th. So
I have those Fridays off.
There's a week between there. Well, yeah, you want to do it on your own?
No.
I'd really like to come. I don't know if that's going to happen.
No. I'll take a helicopter. Be faster.
All right, well, you work on your helicopter pilot's license, and I'll come along for the ride.
Sure.
Okay? Very good. Now, speaking of filming the episode, we got an email from a listener.
Listener feedback.
It's very exciting. If I had a jingle for the listener feedback portion of the show, I would play it now.
Yep.
Maybe someday I will. This comes from Michael. He doesn't say where he is, but Mike, if you want to let us know, that would be great. Michael, excuse me. He says, guys, I really enjoy the show. I got into the hardcover books in January and quickly bought them all, and have actually been listening to your podcast since you first posted. Thank you, Michael. We really appreciate that. I was just curious in the next show if you could address if you hear about them doing any castings for extras. I live in Atlanta and would love to at least take a trip to the set. Thanks. Well, Michael, now you can at least know where it is. I don't have any information about casting. I mean, extras. Casting, I get lots of stuff. Extra casting, I don't, but it's bound to come up. And there are certain forums where these things are posted, I believe, industry forums and such. So it's bound to be out there. And in a show like this, which has zombies in it, they always need zombie extras, right?
They sure do.
So it's bound to happen. check out the Atlanta Downtown link when I post it later tonight or tomorrow, because that'll give you some info. And I might reach out to the production company and see if they can provide any extra casting information, because that would be a lot of fun. And if you can get into that, that would be great. Hey, and if you do get any information, by all means, send it our way. We'd love to talk about it. Take pictures. That would be fantastic.
Send us pictures. That'd be great.
That'd be really good. But otherwise, thanks so much for writing in. Glad to hear you are listening and enjoying it. And yeah, excellent. Thank you.
That's it?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Unless you have anything else?
I can't think of anything.
All right, now we just gotta get more information as this thing starts to shoot, and see what we can do. I'm gonna start firing emails to people and just annoying them into at least writing back to me and saying, leave me alone.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And by people I mean production company, maybe Robert Goodman. I don't know who else.
Yeah, Don Goodman.
Yes, you can do that one. Hello, Mr. Goodman. I know you have nothing to do with this show, but I think you're awesome.
I think you could really pull it off.
Yeah, that's right. So that's that. We'll be back next time with more new information as it comes out. Until then, write into talkingdeadpodcast@gmail.com, and of course visit talkingdeadpodcast.com, post comments, and get all the episodes of this here podcast. So until next time, see you later.
Have a good zombie week.
Hello, my name is Chris.
And my name is Jason.
And this is The Talking Dead, a podcast dedicated to the AMC TV series The Walking Dead. Hey, everybody, and welcome to The Talking Dead for this week. I noticed you bopping along to the music there.
Headbanging.
Yeah, I chose that music because it just seems, when I heard it, I could see The Walking Dead shuffling along with that playing as their soundtrack.
It's very cinematic.
Yeah.
It's a very cinematic song for the undead masses wandering through the world.
Check anyone listening, check